Hello world of the internet, my name is Simon Miller and I am excited. I am pumped for today. I've been listening to metal. This has changed my life. There's vlogs on my own channel, you can find it. Metal changed my life. When I was 16 years old, I heard Metallica and I realized that I was a metalhead, or whatever term you want to use. And from that point on, it's just been a journey of madness to try and get as much metal in my life as possible. Slipknot, obviously back in 1999, were a huge reason for that. Their new album is out. I haven't listened to it yet, so for the first time in my life, I'm going to react to a whole metal album with you on camera. Don't know how it's going to go. Don't know if I'm going to be an idiot or not. It could be good, it could be bad. I haven't read a review. Slipknot, the last couple of albums have kind of divided people. Some people love it, some people don't. Some people are just obsessed with the first album. Some people prefer their stuff that became more accessible, for lack of a better term. I'm very excited. I know what I'm going to think. I like Slipknot a lot. I think they're great. I think their debut album, like I just said, is one of the best albums, one of the best debut albums ever in terms of trying to capture the theme and the sound of a band. So let's do it. We Are Not Your Kind. Have I got a thing when it came out? Be nice if you told me when it came out. I mean, it was literally like 2 weeks ago or something. No, it's not going to happen. Let's just do it. Start with insert coin, like a video game. Industrial, as always. Sounds like a video game. Gig. Just as I presume, the second track's Unsated. I've heard that obviously already you have. It's a single they released. Just in case we go segue straight into that, I'm sorry I have to stop the video. I'm sorry I have to cut up the tracks. I'm sorry I can't just sit here and listen to the whole thing. It's a big copyright claim. You have to change the work to prove that you're not just, you're not allowed to use a video as just the album. You have to make it your own somehow. So I apologize for that. But that's what we'll do. We'll just go straight from this into Unsainted. We'll run Thrice Due Unsainted just quickly because I've heard it. There's no point going into it. And then we'll come back and we'll have a little chat. But let's see how it gets me in the face. That's what reaction's all about. How to get me in the face. Sounds like a flute. Yeah. Nasty. Get a segue. It wasn't as good as I was hoping. Still good. Bow, wow, wow. Bow, 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 bow. Classic. I mean, obviously I've heard that. Still got me. Well, flustered in the face. But what a flipping opening track on an album that is. Excuse me. That's ridiculous. I mean, look, it's great. I think that combines Slipknot perfectly. You got the build, you got the heaviness. The chorus is very catchy, very, poppy's a bit much, but they've always done that. They've done that since Wait and Bleed on the first album. So many people have said that, Slipknot, they're not what they used to be. You're right, they're not, but that's because their circumstances and their lifestyle changed. They made it, and that's always going to affect you mentally. However, with that said, it's not like a huge change. They were doing it from album one. Right, let's get into it. Birth of the Cruel. Don't even know what this is, other than a Slipknot song. Sounds dark already. It is just like music, you're going into the depths of hell. So we've kind of gone from the like fast-paced opening Unsaintly. This is much more dirgy and riffy and chuggy and dark and evil. As always, Corey Taylor just pissed off with everybody. Like, get away from me. Don't touch my stuff. We don't believe in hierarchy, but that's Corey Taylor, right? He's got a thing. I'm over your throne, right? Get off your pedestal. That was good. Sound like Metallica. Oh, yeah. That was heavy. Even I annoyed myself the way I said that. That was, oh man, that was just a wall of noise. That was like, I want to go and flub some shib up and need some music. That was Four Horsemen stuff. Some people say Slipknot can't do it anymore. My ass. They love that industrial stuff, don't they? Like Fear Factory. The next one is called Death Because of Death. It's only 1:20 long. Also sounds video gamey. It's kind of like poppy. This is like something you play. You were torturing somebody and you wanted to get them to talk. Play this over and over again. Well, that was weird. Let's just go right into Nero Forte. Nero Forte. Oh, I see. I'm so easily pleased. Just go 100 miles an hour and I'll be alright. Oh man. What a guitar tone that is. What's that? I'm in my prime. What do you want? Fucking bass. This day, if you're lost and now you'll find no path. Never felt like this in years. I feel bad stopping it, but it's just this. So don't worry about the smaller tracks. We've got Unsated, Birth of the Cruel, Neo Forte. That's 3 massive songs. I'm getting hot under these lights. That's ridiculous. It's just, they always somehow manage to make things sound really creepy as anything as well. That when that cut out to that riff, and then they know how to build a song. I don't know how they're going to do it. There's a 13 album track. That's on for about an hour. Excuse me. I have to see what they're going to do for the rest of it. But sometimes it's the first half of the album that's more important anyway. And this just feels like a band who maybe are aware of the criticism they've got. Not necessarily criticism I agree with, by the way. And they're like, screw that noise. We'll screw the noise by bringing even more. Oh, that riff. Falsetto Corey Taylor. That's bit. What the hell is he singing about? I never really think. I mean, they do matter. Obviously, they matter in metal. It's not as big as other genres because you just want someone really to scream and go crazy. But we should get an idea. Like some of the other songs on the album, the lyrics concern lead singer Corey Taylor and his then depressive state, casting his depression as an entity that drains him of his being. Wow, so he's still a happy guy. I know, and even if I didn't know, I would lie. So many would believe it. Stand up and resist the change of all the people in belligerent, sick restraint. I wasn't enough. You bled me dry. Which way is up? Oh, you're a lie and a fake. I hope the truth is not too late. I mean, look, it's very good at coming across as angsty, right? And that's what Slipknot were.
Stand up and resist the chains of other people live a luxury and sick was dry. I wasn't enough, you let me try, which way it down. That's what you do best.
Oh, that bit.
To mark it to you, what to me, I thought you know that's what you do best.
It's like carnival metal.
Why was it easy for you? Did I deserve the abuse? I can't believe I let it. Know what I wanted. See through your bullshit. You're so true, motherfuckers. That's what you do best. That's what you do best. That's what you do best. Yeah. That's what you do best. That's what you do best.
I don't know what this cough is. You'll have to forgive me. Exhausting. I'm going to say 5 hours. 5 minutes and 15 seconds of madness. I like to listen to albums like books, right? So you read from chapter 1 to chapter whatever. I'd have to take a break if we weren't doing this. Let's keep going. Critical Darling. My word, Slipknot. When you're good, you're the flipping boys. Critical Darling is a weird way to... That does sound like wrestling entrance music. Oh, man. There's a real thickness to Slipknot sound. I don't know what guitars they use. I used to know, I've forgotten. But there's a real thickness to it, to the point that it doesn't actually come in as heavy or as big as you think it's going to, because the sound is so thick, and it kind of, any sort of silence they've got between the instruments all of a sudden gets filled with this wall of noise. It doesn't even matter. Like, I like it when someone builds, explodes. They build, and sometimes they explode, but sometimes, again, they just shift things a bit. But it's that production and the thickness. They didn't really have that on the first album because, again, production costs money and so on and so forth. And they kind of battled that back with rawness and edginess and bitterness. Whereas now they've still got that, but not as much. But I just like the fact they've taken it, because production can sometimes ruin a metal track, right? You can overproduce. I don't think they do. Someone said to me that I disagree with anyone who thinks otherwise, is my point. If you do, it's fine, but yeah.
I'm breaking a promise I made to a version of me. Why can't I come in and keep it away from the leeches who want to decide? What is coming has begun.
Like that breaking a promise I made to me. I always like how, I don't know what is going on, you have to forgive me, I know it's annoying. I like how introspective Corey Taylor always is. If you watch any of my other reactions, you'll know that that's always a big thing for me. I think it's good. I wonder, given that it's called Critical Darling, I'm going to look this one up as well, but the fact that it's called Critical Darling, maybe that's what he doesn't want. Do you know what I mean? Maybe that's exactly what he's trying to stay away from, and the fact that maybe he sought it for a while, as we would all do, let's not pretend otherwise, that's maybe betraying his former self, who absolutely would not have been into that in any sense. Man, I mean, they don't, whoever put it up on Genius hasn't even done a thing. But every time this happens, I'm breaking a promise I made a version to me. Why can't I cover it and keep away from leeches who want to deceive? What is coming has begun. It's something you got to see. We lie and say it's too late for some redemption. What is coming has begun. Once again, we got suffocated in a sick perversion of a spider's web. I think there is something in that. Or he's just mad. Bit of both. That's poppy. It's got a heavy edge, but it's poppy. Oh man, yes, do this shit. I like it, right? Subverting your expectations, no problem with that. Bring it back. I hate myself too, don't worry. was that? Oh, good. Spooky violin, cello, double bass, whatever. Oh, it sounds like Unsainted. Alright. Freaky. Weird. The next track's called A Liar's Funeral. They're happy. They're a really happy band. Let's just go with it. You kind of had like a down period then. So far, it's brilliant though. There's no two ways about it. It's a good album. Wow, I was not ready for that. Oh man. That Last of Us. Jeez, Corey. Wasn't ready for that. My word. Respect it. Respect it. It's like when Metallica busted out what would have been first, Fade to Black, right? On the Ride the Lightning. It's like, people are like, the fuck? And it's different for Slipknot because they've not done this before. Corey Taylor's got Stone Sour. It's not, but that, I like the unexpected, because I wasn't ready for that. And I listen to this kind of music all the time. I wouldn't say it's my favorite song on the album, but again, I like the trick, I guess, for lack of... No, the trick it makes it sound too novel. I just appreciate the fact they sat down and wrote a song like this. I think it adds to the album, especially an album that's got 14 tracks. That's good. Set up. Never trust anyone besides you. I think that sums up. Well, I understand it. I do understand it. But I think it sums up. Burn the liar. Oh man, that's... Did sound a little bit like The Offspring. Just gonna say, if you want to sing "Give It To Me, Baby" over that bit, it actually does fit. I know you hate me, sorry. Oh yeah, that's what I want. And then back to the acoustic, very nice. I mean, that's basically the middle of the album. It is track 7. Smart. We're segueing into the second part. I get it. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I'll turn it down a little bit in the background. They're more as they would be. They would never have done this 20 years ago, right? It's basically 20 years since the first album came out. They never would have done this before. So there's a confidence there, there's a maturity. I guess they know what they can and can't get away with. Maybe they don't even care about that. I guess it all depends on... Red Flag is next. It's just a bit shorter. I guess they're going to go... This is going to be nuts, I would guess. No? That's a Slipknot riff, though. Obviously. But yeah, this sounds like something that could be on the first album. 1, 2... Oh man, they got the stops. I love it when Slipknot do that. You get the diddle-da, diddle-da, stop, stop, diddle-da. Their first album was riddled with it. So was their second one. So was their demo stuff. If you heard that too, they love it. And I guess they've kind of constructed songs in a more expected way since then. But I like that we've gone back to it. It's just good. Diddle-da. Makes me laugh. Yes, they filled it in. You don't know me must be the most overused Slipknot lyric ever. Nobody will ever help you. Man, that's the most 80s metal riff ever. It has to explode into something though. Double timed it. Half timed it even. Yeah, I've lost my mind. Evil shit again. Then back into that riff. My word, it's a tiring album. In a good way. In a good way. How can you not move when you hear this? I mean, I'll have to find a thing. Oh, screw it. This has got to be done as a. This is Red Flag, right? Yeah. This has got to be done as like one for the old school Slipknot fans, right? U2. Come on now, Google. U2. I don't like U2 for the record, in case you care. After the boundary stretch invert is a refreshing slap in the face to find, yet bringing it straight back into familiar Slipknot territory. That unmistakable rolling riff and rumbling guitar stone starting the song. The song talks about fake people. As it does in the chorus, they'll smother you, their own just to fill you. They'll get you alone just to see you. They'll eat you alive just to kill you. See, sometimes we don't need to go through the lyrics. There's no need. Oh, jeez. That is a good riff. Ah, it sounds so good. That guitar must have been tracked 42 times. Yeah, double time, mother. We've got like 8 tracks to go. This is called What's Next. This is another one of these weird interludes. Have Slipknot ever done interludes? I mean, they probably have, and I've forgotten. We're doing lounge music now, are we? What do they say about it? I mean, it is literally like go have a toilet break between metal. Calm down, then we'll come back with 5 more songs. One of which I've heard, obviously, Subway Firth. It's nice, though. Ah, that note is my favourite note. You hit that note in anything, you'll get me. All right, spiders. Bring it to me. Oh, it's... Oh my gosh, it's Halloween. It's good. The bass. Bow, bow, bow. Didn't drop.
Was not the time.
It's weird. Not saying I don't like it. It's just weird. That's it. I'm having your brain drilled. That is something I probably need to go back through a few times. I mean, that's them trying something different, which is cool. It's experimental. It's different. It's got a real nasty side to it. But yeah, that's a tough one to react to. That's very weird. Let's get this done. That sounded bad. I mean, let's get rolling. Let's do Orphan. I mean, straight away you kind of. Apparently, what the first song they wrote for the album. Oh! No other band can ever use that riff. I think even though you can't obviously patent riffs or patent riffs, it's such a Slipknot riff. Anyone's did be like, what are you doing? You can't do that. Hi-hat madness. That's just a messed up song, isn't it? Not like literally, I mean figuratively. Like it's just crazy. He's mad. He's angry. It's heavy. Got again that doing it. This album's ridiculous.
I am the orphan, the one who kills.
I am the orphan, the one who kills. Who kills your world. Oh man, here we go. I'm an idiot.
Everyone has something. Someone here has everything. Everyone has something. Someone here has everything. Everyone has something.
Proper like this shit.
Tell me all about it. I love to hear it.
Yeah.
The way I ruined everything.
I wanted a bigger kick in. I think I was hoping too much. It's a really cool breakdown. I wanted to fly back up, and it kind of just did it a little bit. Which is kind of cool because it tricks you again. It circumvents what you expect. That's always good. Just my opinion. That's massive. Massive. Man. Miller, play me some dark metal. Listen to Orphan by Slipknot. Whew, what a finish that is. The next song is called My Pain. It will be if it starts. It took about a minute to make it work. That was weird. Apple doesn't want me to hear My Pain. Stupid sentence. I'm very excited about this. If they go the way I want them to go, this is exactly the kind of stuff I like. It's like that, whatever that thing in the background is, just out of sync with the other noise. Puts you off. I think there's some humming in there as well. There's a minute of that. Jazz! I'm your friend.
And I'm your shade. Your wall.
Double tracked his vocals.
And I'm your rock. She loves me, wants me to be. Let's get more free to feel our love, pain.
I feel like I'm on Star Trek. Weird. I respect it. And I appreciate it. And maybe with more listens, I'll like it more. But for reaction purposes, I'd much rather just a balls out crazy song. But this is crazy, this bit. It's like atmosphere personified. Especially with headphones on, like, ooh. What a disturbing, weird little song. But with like, it's like Bray Wyatt, that song. Like this niceness mixed with this fear. Phew, not long for this world. I mean, what is this going to be? You just don't know. This is the cool thing about the second part of this album. Talk about keeping you guessing. See this straight away. Where's the riff? I don't mean the bell, like, where's the riff? I mean, you'd think there'd be a riff. Yeah, I'm mucking around with the format, eh? I like the ending. The rest of the song I enjoyed, but in a different way. They've done a lot of these on this album. We'll let it roll into Solway Firth. I've heard Solway Firth. It's good. We'll just rock out, and then we've done it. We've got through the album. That was good, actually. See, I like the fact their first and last songs are the build, riff-attacking Slipknot songs. Bow, bow, up on this hill, but now, don't know what I'm doing. I didn't like it at first necessarily when I first heard it, but I do like the, there's a build, but it's like a proper light switch on and off. It grows on you. It definitely does. It's just good. It's just good. That whole album is good. The second half is more experimental. Oh, I got in too early. As I was saying, second half far more experimental than the first half, but that's alright. It makes the album interesting. It shows that the band is willing to push themselves and experiment and try all new things. overall, flipping Slipknot through and through. Heavy like nothing else. Some proper bangers in there, but also showing that, you know, they've matured and they've changed as a band. That's 10 out of 10 right there. 10 out of 10. Awesome. We'll listen to it again straight on the iPhone. I'll get a kick out of it. Thanks very much for watching. I know it goes long, but it's an album, right? Like the video, share the video. Please do subscribe. Go to Patreon, patreon.com/Simon316. Follow me Twitter, Instagram at Simon316. And that is it. I am out.